Hi guys, before today's video begins, I do want to give a huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, but we'll get to them a little bit later on. Hi guys, so if I look windswept, it's because it is. So I'm actually at the stables where my Stallion is. This is where we have the Elite Iberian Sport horses, which is our kind of PRE sales stables that we have. And I thought I'd finally give you an update on one of the latest horses we got. So he's been with us, I think, for about 4 months. He's been improving incredibly. He's called Farolero. He's a PRE Stallion. He's about like 165, 166. He's quite baroque, you guys are going to see, and I just kind of wanted to show you him a little bit better, give you a bit more of an update on what he's doing training wise, his personality, what he's like, so you can kind of get to see him. He's not for sale yet, but he'll be coming for sale in the next couple of weeks. So I wanted to do just this nice introduction, and especially to anybody out there who's looking, so you can start to get a bit of an idea of what this horse is like. I think he's super special. We found him in Spain. And we've just been, his character is second to none, so that's something that we haven't really had to work on, but what we have had to work on is just really perfecting some of the training elements, which you guys are going to be seeing later on anyways. He's really starting to come together, and he's almost ready to find his forever home, which I'm super excited about. So he's just around the corner. Kevin, our stable rider, is getting him ready, so we can go around and meet him. Alright, so here's Farolero. You guys can come through. He's a 6-year-old PRE Stallion. You guys briefly met him in one of my other videos. He just was ducking his head out through the stable. This is Kevin. He's a stable rider. He's been doing a great job with all the horses, and he's been looking after Farolero since he's been here. So he's been here for a couple of months. His body has changed, but you guys can come on this side a little bit so you can see. But something that we loved about him straight off was his kind of conformation and the fact that he was a heavier, more baroque type of PRE. So you guys know I'm not like, I never wanted a grey horse, and I ended up getting a grey horse, and he actually reminds me a lot of Emporio, like in the coat color with the dapples and everything. He definitely has kind of like that wow factor for a PRE. But he's built really nicely. He's got a lot of muscle and he's got a lot of neck. We like a lot of neck, so that's good. But he's been doing really well here. He's kind of integrated himself really easily. Kevin's been doing also a really nice job with him. He's doing some changes. He's finding more strength in the canter, a bigger stride in the trot. He's doing his laterals, and he's doing a really great job. So he's going to be ready to come on sale very shortly. But we thought we would give you a nice kind of real look into the training. Kevin's having a lesson from our trainer Kun today, so you guys are going to be seeing a very raw kind of side to how we like to build up these horses, because when they come, they are ridden very differently. I think you felt that too, right? Yeah. Like, it's different. So it's just a process of, we want to make sure that when people do come and have a look to buy, they can sit on them and ask anything and they'll understand. There won't be that kind of language barrier, if you will. But yeah, so we're going to get him tacked up. And then we're going to be watching on Kevin's lesson, and kind of, I'm going to be talking you guys through what they're doing, why they're doing it, at which stage he came in at, and what they're kind of looking to work towards in the next couple of weeks, getting ready for the sale. So here we are. Kevin is getting on. Kevin's been riding him for a couple of months now, so they definitely know each other well, and it's been a nice combination. Now, Kevin's about 180 something centimeters tall, I think 183, 184 centimeters tall, and you can see that Farolero at 165, 166 carries him really well. This is because he is quite baroque, and we always start them with a nice easy walk, you know, easy contact, just letting them warm up, stretch out, and he's doing a really nice job here. Then we're going to go into trot, again keeping the frame pretty simple, not asking for too much engagement. Kevin is really just looking to have the horse on 2 reins, and he's checking whether the horse can go forward, whether he can go backwards, so making transitions, and Farolero is really easy with this kind of work. So that's something that's been great to be able to teach him, because that's something that we always like to teach our horses, to be able to go down and stretch. Staying again in that more relaxed frame, we go to the canter, walk to canter transitions as you just saw, trot to canter transitions, kind of getting him supple and getting him used to the work. But he does this also really nicely, and he's really comfortable to ride as well, which is nice. You can kind of see that already from Kevin being up there. And we do everything evenly. That's something that we are super strict about, is kind of developing the right muscle structures and making sure they're even on both sides. But Farolero is pretty good with this to begin with. So this is kind of what we're seeing right now, but just stretched frame, like easy work, really taking our time to warm them up. This is now where you can. Are you looking to create your very own website, or do you already have a website and you're looking for a platform that makes it easier to go in, customize your own website and make it exactly how you want to? Then Squarespace is where you need to be. I've been running my website on Squarespace for over 3 years now. I run my shop on there. I'm able to go in and make quick changes. I don't have any coding knowledge and I was able to build my own website and get the look and feel that I really wanted. If this sounds like what you've been looking for, then do use my link, which is www.squarespace.com/myharnacke, and in doing so you'll receive 10% off your first purchase of a domain or website. We're starting to put the horse more together, so the frame is up, the horse is a little bit more collected, we're getting a little bit more movement as well. So this is where we are then going to start to use this frame into some lateral work. And it's kind of about keeping the hind end engaged in order to be able to do that too. So after we've been able to engage the hind end like this, like, you know, collecting him up and getting that impulsion, we then start to take that a little bit into the half passes. That's something we've been trying to polish off with Farolero. Now we start always with a bit of an easier half pass like this. We don't add too much angle. We just want to make sure the shoulders are leading and the horse is traveling in a nice rhythm sideways. And then after, we can start to put it all together a little bit more, and you can see here the horse is a little bit more put together, the angle is a little bit more steep. So it's all about gradual steps, and that's how we've found we have been able to have success in building confidence with these horses. And as I said, we're really focusing on having everything even, so on both sides. And this is a horse that's still in development. We're still a few weeks off from having everything polished, but you can see that he's really comfortably understanding his job and what he has to do. The rest is balance and muscle that has to be built up, which will come with time. We also like to use the shoulder in just to supple up the horse again in between exercises and place the hind leg a little bit more under, especially now as we're going to go into some flying change work. Farolero's flying changes are getting much better. You can see here that they're still a little bit green, but I wanted to show you guys the honest truth of where these horses are at. And now this is a great exercise for anybody out there for how you can try and rebalance the change and get it to be a little bit easier for your horse. So get your horse from one side of the arena to the other, stay in counter canter, use the counter canter to give you that natural jump and balance, use the wall to be able to help you as well, and then when you're ready, ask for that change to the left. And you can see that that really helps Farolero. So that's something that we've been incorporating and doing. Sometimes we take it on the diagonal, sometimes we do it on the wall from counter canter. Kevin's just going to show us another attempt now. This is on the diagonal, and you can see that was a little bit twisted, but that was better. But the horse is not running, and that's really important for us. We do like to have a little bit of fun with some Spanish walk in between as we have our breaks and stuff like that. Just keep it fun and interesting for our horses. Farolero is really good at this, and he really likes it as well. Next, in the canter work, I know we're walking, but we're building up to the canter work. Kevin's working here on some big working pirouettes. We like to always start in the walk. Make sure you have your horse there ready, and you can fix anything you need to in the walk, and then you can take that into the canter. Now, he's a 6-year-old, so he's doing really big canter pirouettes, but it's just about getting the idea of having his hind end facing in, getting that body shape in also, and being able to carry a little bit more weight on the hind legs, and this is something that he's learning to do really well. So Kevin actually doesn't have to do much, and you can see how this is really big now, but you can see how you can start to build on something like this to one day be able to do a full pirouette. But he's a really good boy. And then next we have how we kind of like to finish, or depends actually, it's not always finished, but just a few little half steps, just starting to get them the idea of piaffe and using the hind end and keeping that engaged. That's always really important. So I hope you all enjoyed getting to know Farolero a little bit better. He's a super sweet and gentle boy. He's been so much fun and such a pleasure to have you in the stable, so we are going to miss him. So do keep a lookout on our Instagram and on our website for when he will be going up for sale. And to the new owner, I know you're out there somewhere, you're going to have an amazing horse. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a little bit of these updates on some of the new horses that are coming as well. We actually had one horse being vetted today from a client who's buying from us. They're from Belgium. And then we have bought one new horse who's coming, and 2 are getting vetted next week. So there's a lot happening, especially now that with COVID we can get out, more people can get out to see the horses and stuff like that. It's getting easier. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy the video and the little update here at the sales tables. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye.